This song's more appropriate because currently we're in the Phantom Troupe's flashback. As of 396, we saw Chrollo, Shalnark, Pakunoda, Uvogin, Phinks, Phaeton, and Machi, as well as Sarasa and Sheila and Nobunaga in Meteor City. Sarasa and Sheila are friends. The rest of them also friends, but friends more so among the trash heap. We haven't seen the other two there, although, as we can surmise from what Sarasa is doing, she plays there as well. So what's happened is they have decided to fan dub the Cleanup Rangers. Sarasa is one of the characters. Chrollo's put in a masterful performance. They've all become close and become this group, the Something Troupe. And now Sarasa has gone to a part of the debris that only she knows about to look for tapes. And a group of the notorious problem of human traffickers that Meteor City has have followed closely behind. Q end chapter 396. Q beginning chapter 397. Let's get this shit. Not bad, right? And let's get straight to it. Hunter x Hunter chapter 397, Formation 3. Give you guys a little read beat. There we go. There's the read beat. This week's special showing of Cleanup Rangers is about to begin. Everyone, please take your seats. 3 are still missing? Franklin and Nobunaga always turn up at the last minute, but not Sarasa, said Sheila. She's always here at least 15 minutes before the show, says Uvogin. Chrollo says, yeah, he's worried. I'll have a look around. Wait, I'll come with you. Chrollo, you've never met Sarasa's nannies, right? Looking around, tented up, shacks and whatnot, Meteor City slums. I haven't seen her since yesterday. I assumed she was with you guys. Old ladies, people asking around, Phinks running around, asking around, Phaeton looking around. I know everyone is excited for the show, but please be patient a little while longer. Phinks reports in. She hasn't been back to her hamlet since we split up. She's out there alone. Based on the conversation we had yesterday, she probably went looking for some tapes. Vogan's deduced that. What do? Chrollo, Paku, Sheila, Phaeton, Phinks, Uvo, Nobunaga, Franklin, Shalnark, Machi all looking straight to him. Hey. He's here. Red. He's up on the stage. So many of you showed up today, but I'm sorry to announce that today's show is postponed. Sarasa, who plays Cleanup Ranger Orange, has been missing since yesterday. She was supposed to go back to her hamlet after we split up, and no one has seen her since. Everybody's just watching. As you know, child abductions has been increasing, yet despite knowing how dire the situation is, I let her go home alone, without considering countermeasures. I take full responsibility. Wow, okay. Now we'll focus on finding Sarasa. That's why we must postpone the show. My apologies. Really sincere, really good character work here for Chrollo. Just he's shown to have a really great gravity as a leader. He's shown to take utter responsibility. This reflects in his facial reaction when Shalnark and Troupe, when he found out they were dead, when he was boarding the ship, when they said he looks like he's about to kill somebody, when he cried for Uvo as well. Somebody in the crowd goes, Red, I'll help look for her too. I'll help me too and me. Everybody is just spirited ahead looking for Sarasa, it seems. Thanks, but it's dangerous, so we'll enlist the whole hamlet. First off, let's talk to the nannies. I'm sure the men's union will help out too if we ask the manager. No one will turn us down if we mention Chrollo. Uvogin's just taking charge now. Let's all find Orange. Yeah, all right, Phinks. They're all stirring everybody up. Come on, Red, let's find her. Together we can do it. Chrollo, go with Uvo. Use my bike. You bet. He threw Uvo the bike key? Oh, they're homies now. Red. Stop crying, Chrollo. We'll find her. She probably just hurt herself somewhere and got stuck. Yeah, you're right. Dude, look at Chrollo, man. Look at Chrollo, man. Look at Chrollo, man. Oh, it's on the way, isn't it? It's on the way. Oh, wow. Look at Uvo. Look at Uvo. Chrollo. Wait a minute. Look at him. Let me see him down there. Look at that. Wow. It's in the way. It has to be. You got to see through it. Oh, it's on the way. Yeah, it is. Facts. So looking around through the piles, picked up some sand. We've gone to some navigation posts, looking through grass and plants. Paku shouting. Uvo pressed. Chrollo concerned. Nobu shouting. They found her charm. She has a necklace. Chrollo looks at it, says maybe she's in that forest. We got rain. Oh, man. Look at this boy. Look at this boy. Oh, no, it's on the way. See something hanging from a tree? I don't like the vibe of that. And it's the tree. It's the tree. Oh, it's the meme tree. No, meme tree. You're not supposed to do this. No, that's not it. That someone's got to check. Paku's shaking. Uvo's furious. Sheila's hurt. I'll do it. I'll look. What is the note that's on the tree? Hey, the hell did they write on that paper? Uvo-san, lower it, please. What did they write, Chrollo? Lower it. Ready? Yeah. Oh, he broke. He's already broken. Machi, Franklin, Phaeton, Shalnark, Phinks, Nobunaga, Sheila, Paku all look. Paku looks the most devastated by so much. Dude. I don't even gotta blow it up. Just look at this man. Uvo's cut up. He's up. Cut up probably isn't the right terminology, but he's hurt. It's Sarasa, isn't it? Chrollo, Uvo. There's a note over the face. Looks like, answer me, Chrollo. What's on this paper? I won't say it. Huh? What'd you say? Don't mess with me. What did those murderous bastards write? I won't say it. I'll take those words to my grave. Oh, man. If you really want to know, read it yourself. Grr. Just threw him aside. Uvo, you're just gonna leave Sarasa, you bastard? Machi, says Phinks. Let's hurry up and take her home. It would be too sad to leave her. It must have hurt so much. You must have been so scared. I'm so sorry. Dude, look at them grieve. And Paku is just beside herself. Sheila's crying too. These must be rain sound effects. Machi is the kind one. Dude, I think Paku, Chrollo was as well. They're all like... Machi is the most able to process grief, it would seem. Wow, so pretty. She almost looks like she's still alive. She's got a crown. Is that a crown? Like a rose crown? Flower crown. It's called embalming. It's a technique used to restore a corpse to its original appearance. Everyone please thank Renko-san for her hard work. Given Sarasa's condition, what she accomplished is nothing short of a miracle. Who is Renko? Chrollo threw a little heart in there. They're all throwing objects in there. Even little Phaeton paying respects. I think the most intriguing thing to me is to see Phaeton in this light. Like, still doesn't seem emotive, but clearly cares, right? And that's nice to see. Uvo said, Sarasa can keep this. We've got it memorized anyway, right? Uvo being doting again. You see the little heart. Renko-san. This is how Machi learned? This is how Machi learned her shit? Can I learn how to embalm like that too? Impossible. It's not a skill I can teach. It's my special ability. Was she the first? Does that ability have something to do with the glow around your body? Or maybe they all can. You can see my aura. Those pretty eyes of yours make my skin crawl. If you get permission from your nannies, you're welcome to visit. Get on the last bus, show them this, and ask for Misty Forest Valley. They'll take you for free. Aura. Uvo-san. Visit in the grave. Can I ask you to wait 3 years? By the time I'm 14, I'll be able to sort everything out. A proper system for the city, as well as my own power. I ain't waiting. I'm heading out today to avenge Sarasa. Going now is pointless. Didn't you promise to travel the world with me? Waiting 3 years won't change a thing. It will. We're on the cusp of a communications revolution. Once the infrastructure is in place, people around the world will be able to connect at the speed of light. Internet. You know, he foresaw the internet? Okay. And people's information will be available for all the world to see. It'll be a major shift. What are you saying? I'm sure the killers recorded what they did. That crime scene was orchestrated to convey a message. It was just like our play. And those cigarette butts we were standing on was probably the spot they filmed it from. If these people heard of a way to showcase their art to the world, there's no way they could resist. Dude, this is like heavy Kurapika vibes. But even in a world of instantaneous communication, there will be borders and regulations, so those guys will look for loopholes. Evil always lurks in the darkness, and this new environment will be no different. But we'll create those loopholes. Meteor City will become a safe haven for criminals to pass through. Yeah, I chapter black, sort of. Well, maybe. It's metaphorical at least, right? I see. Actually, I don't. He wants to use this new technology to create a hideout for baddies so we can find the ones we're looking for. Ah, now I get it. Shal will help too, and Shal was intelligent, so he probably had a lot to do with parts of this. 3 years can go by quickly. We've got a lot to prepare. Knowledge and tools to get us closer to the killers, and the necessary power and skill to deal with them once we do. Is that Sheila off in the distance? We see everybody else. Why do Machi and Phaeton look so, and also Chrollo look so tiny? Like, what is this perspective? But yes, we also need something even more important, which is, in order to ensure that what happens to Sarasa never happens again, we'll need to offer up our lives. More trees. After these 3 years, I will kill many people. Phinks, looking intently. Paco, looking broken still. Uvo says, Chrollo, intensely. Sarasa definitely wouldn't want that. So if I ever see Sarasa again someday, somewhere, I will beg for forgiveness. However, I will not forgive those killers for as long as I live, if such a reunion isn't possible. Given our current legal system, I can't imagine seeing criminals like that actually repenting for what they did. I'll live the rest of my life as a villain who will make the whole world tremble with fear. Those thugs won't come near Meteor City ever again once I'm done with this place. Uvo-san, will you join me as the leader of our troupe? Nah. Dude, this sketch of Uvogan is And this the art this chapter is just, when you read it on your own, I'm sure you guys, damn it. Nah, you're the leader, Chrollo, and with you as the head, I'll follow until you die. And everybody put their hand up. Paku, Phaeton, Phinks, Shalnark, Franklin, Machi, Nobunaga. So this goes from when they're really young to when they're a little older. Some time goes by. Bro, that wasn't 3 years though, right? That was 11 to 14. And thus they were born. Nah, it was more than that, because Machi got like adult. So did Paku. Like Machi doubled in size. Maybe not, because Shalnark's still small, and so is Phaeton. It looks like some of them aged a lot. Yeah, I know. It's connected with the initial flashback, right? Oh, it's Shawl bottom left. Right. That makes more sense, because Machi's not even smiley. That makes way more sense. Was Shalnark that tall though? So we got Paku, Shawl, Phaeton, Machi with the Kurapika hair, Franklin, Uvo, Nobunaga. Nobunaga's fully geared up. Phinks isn't there, and notably, obviously, neither is Sheila. Sheila walked off. They were in some woods when she walked off. I doubt those woods would be directly, well, it was in the middle of nowhere. What does that note say? Okay. So it looks like Machi awakened then first. We see how her ability, at the very least, came to be. Chrollo looked himself. He took this very seriously. It seems that his sense of responsibility is like what his overwhelming driving force, right? Like, and I would wager that the acting thing and, you know, his lack of self has something to do with it, right? He wants to uplift all those, or he wanted to uplift all those around him, and losing somebody that was his kin, that was his family, because it's quite clear in at least some facet of his life, the Troupe is his family. Losing somebody like that he was close with, that one could assume he loved, brought him. And you know, it's the same face. I think the way that they communicate, well, rather that Togashi chooses to communicate his characters, like, consistency is the way I would put it. The way he chooses to make them, right? Is really, like, this is very conceivable that this is not only the same person, but it's the same person processing the same emotion with a different sense of understanding. Well, lack of understanding, all the same, because it's death, right? But understanding in that, like, it's matured, the senses are honed, the way you react to it is different. You know, you try to mitigate the damage differently too, because the one on the left, young him, was just inexperienced in the horrors of life. But on the right, he's taking the same type of information with much more seriousness and experience. I think that's incredible to look at. So thoughts. Machi ability, first to use Nen. I don't know what their communication was like back then regarding it, but I'm sure maybe we get a little bit more exposition in the next chapter. We got the formation of the spider. 3 years went by since she learned Nen, so I'd imagine she obviously told them all and they all learned as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing, but grim, really gut-wrenching chapter, to be honest. This, when they animate this is, it's gonna mirror probably 116 or like 45 or 9, whenever the initial Kurapika spider encounters, and then we'll soon see some things to follow. It's gonna look a lot like Sheila Go and Kurapika when they were freaking out, you know. The Chrollo mirroring in Kurapika is actually super insane. I don't have too much else to say. I really want to know what they wrote, or how they're gonna catch them, or if they ever caught them. Because I mean, we could speculate. Like, it's pretty easy to tell what more or less happened to her. That's crazy, but Togashi does it again. Nothing but pain. Can't wait for 398, but banger chapter. That's all.